This is CSB853 coming at you with a. Sorry, it's a little late. Sometimes if I just turned the air on, I get a little cloggy. But I'm coming at you full throttle with another Power Up review. And this time, I wanted to talk about The Witcher. Because I meant to do this one a while back, because I actually finished it about 2 weeks ago. So, overall with Henry Cavill, now I want to inform you, this is actually not the first Witcher show. A lot of people don't realize that. There was actually one back in literally 2000s. And I have a app that I keep up with all my shows, and it came up and I was like, oh yeah, I forgot, because I think I've seen 2 episodes of it. So, I think it's my first TV show. Yeah, oh well. Alright. Cool. So, basically, when it comes to The Witcher, I'll start off with the powering up. And then I'll get to spoiler territory. But I'll get my rating before that. So, very enjoyable show. Henry Cavill is awesome. He really captured Geralt from any experiences I've ever had of him. I like the way they did a lot of the special effects and things. Now, funny, they were trying to make it like a Game of Thrones, and it had to me, it was more like Hercules or Xena the Legendary, Hercules Legendary Adventures and Xena Warrior Princess, in a good way. I actually like those shows, but with Game of Thrones flair. So it's like they took this here, boom. And the action was hot. Like when he would do stuff, how he spoke to his horse, I thought that was great. And yeah, it was really cool. I like Yennefer's story. I thought she did a phenomenal job as an actress. How they kind of brought things together was awesome. And excuse me, I'm just my thing kicked off. Yeah, one of the things I thought he really did a good job with, Cavill I'm talking about, was how he could stay very quiet. And I thought that was cool. Like, he spoke a lot. Like, he would go, and things like that. And yeah, I thought the way they handled a lot of the stories when it was following people was very intense, and I was actually very surprised, like in a good way, of how it was. So I got my little notes here so I can tell you some of the actors. We know Cavill was Geralt. Ciri was played by Freya Allan. I actually know Yennefer. She's Anya. Yeah, Anya. Chalarocha. I just knew her from some other thing. And you had Mimi Nidwini was playing Freya. And there was a few others, but did very good. Jaskier, Joey Beatty definitely stood out for me. He was actually pretty entertaining. Very nice voice, too. But like I said, I could go down the list here. There was a few other actors. People did a very good job. How The Witcher was and how they thought, how they did things. The usage of magic, how he didn't always... And they did portray, and this is a thing if you did any books or anything... you know what? I'll keep it for spoiler just in case, because some people may not know anything about him at all. But the way he fought, how they explained how the world worked, the lore, things like that, was really cool. A downside to this series, though, I have to admit, was how they cut the time. So what would happen is like you would be here. And I was actually able to follow it for a while. And then towards the end, even I was like, okay, wait, what's going on? So you would see a thing here, you would see a thing there, you would see a thing there, you would see a thing there. But instead of it going boom, 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 boom to make a square, it went boom, 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 boom. And it was like, okay, so, and there was no, hey, this is from this year, like year 1003. Hey, this is from this year, 1005. Hey, this is from this year, 1007. So, like, one time you'll see someone, you're talking to them, and then an episode later or 2 episodes later, they're like, dude, I haven't seen you in forever. And you're like, dude, we just saw you. He didn't even change clothes. Like, that was very weird that they did that. Oh, sorry, lashing my eye. I did hear when I read about it, they did say that they were going to fix the time thing and be more linear. I knew what they were trying to do, but they should have given time markers or something. They just didn't handle that correctly. And it was really weird. Like, how to follow the whole thing. It was like, all right, so this happened, this, and then she's here. Siri's there. Then it's like, wait, why is Siri here? Then all of a sudden you'll see people that were dead that were alive. It was just weird. Beyond that, though, the show was still very enjoyable. You got to see a lot in the world. You got to see a lot of the world. They can go into more. They can do stuff. And it's still very enjoyable. You can sit back and be like, yeah, this is pretty cool. And it has some really good stuff. Like, when the episodes were good, though, even though the time thing was screwy, the episodes themselves were actually very good. And very nicely done. So, I'm going to give this a rating of should buy. I can't wait for the second season. I think it was just really well done, and I want more. I just want them to be a little bit more straightforward so I can follow what's going on. So now the powering up is done. The super review is coming in 3, 2, 1. Your warning's done. So, I loved his relationship with Roach, where he was like, gave the dude something so he could do something like, don't take my horse. And he's just so gritty about it. It's like, yo, don't mess with that man's horse. He'll kill you. When he was fighting the dudes and he just took them all on, and he wasn't even doing full-fledged sword fighting. He would like do like ting, 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 smack. Oh, you're gonna hit me with that? Hit you with that. Okay, take your head off and smack your head into it so you cut your own dang head off. It was awesome. His fighting skills, how he would disarm, was cool because he wouldn't just fight. He would go. The monsters were awesome. You would see him when he would do that. I forgot what the power up is, but he takes like all his potions and he gets the black, and like, he found out his heartbeat was slow, so when he was poisoned, he could have died, but because of his mutation, he didn't. And he's walking around like a mutant. And you start to find out that's why they're kind of shunned, but they're monster hunters and they're very good at it. And it was Yennefer, I thought, was played very well. I liked how they did it. Even it's funny though, because the actress Anya that plays Yennefer, she is gorgeous. So even with her ugly, like the face, I'm like, you still look very beautiful. So, but they did a good job. But yeah, I loved how they handled magic, how they did the rule of give and take, how you would see him do his push. I hope he does more in a later one, which I think they will. I think they're going to have him grow, because he didn't have a scar and he just had the stubble instead of the beard thing yet. So I think they're going to like build him into that one. A complaint I had was he didn't have his 2 swords. Because I was like, why are they not on his back? Why are they not on his back? But then I saw when there was like towards the end, we had that certain fight coming up, he pulled out his other sword. And when one of the times he was saying the guy was like 2 swords, even though there's only 1 sword there. And I'm like, okay, so he does have a second sword. He just doesn't always carry it. All right, for acting and the switching, I understand, because that get kind of bulky. But it's still cool to see the 2 swords. That's like one of the things that stands out for me when I think of The Witcher, besides his eyes. So overall, very good show. And I think you will like it. If you've already seen it, please like, comment, subscribe, share. Tell me what you think. Start a discussion. Hey, tell me something you might want me to review or you might want me to talk about. I may have seen it and just never talked about it. I've seen a lot of things. Eventually, with my unlockings, you're going to see me having movies. I have a huge movie collection. I keep saying that. One day you're going to see it. Who knows when, or you got to remind me. But besides that, like I said, The Witcher was a really cool show. I love Henry Cavill, and he actually has a love for them. I watched that thing where he was reading the books and all that, and you could tell there's a love and a passion there, and it really does show. And I'm very happy that he was doing that. Also, he's young enough to do it. He can put some time into this role. He's also very, physically fit and everything. It just was really good. So this is CSB853. You got a power up review. That's enough said for that. Like I said, like, comment, subscribe, share. Stay safe. Wash your hands. Do what you got to do. Do your best. We'll get through this.